Royal Caribbean Grandeur of the Seas interior cabin tour. Room 3535 is the example room. So these use the old-fashioned key cards you stick in. Go ahead and open it up. Again, this is an older ship, so just to give you a little bit of an idea, the light switches do not have the key card requirements where you have to actually put your key card in order for it to work when you're not in the room. Simply switch on and off right here. This is the closet area. They simply slide open with one larger closet in here. You've got some hangers. Again, if you need more hangers in this, bring your own. There are some on the other side. It depends on how much clothing you bring. Laundry information is here. This is also where they store the ladder for the bunk beds if you are set up for bunk beds in your cabin. There are hanging racks that is a lower one as well as the upper one, depending upon what you have to hang. And then you also have a few drawers here that you can go ahead and store your items in to keep organized. This is not a ton of storage space, but it should be sufficient for most cruising needs. This is one of the cabins in one of the ships where I would recommend that you bring your own hangers for such. They do have one over the wall hanger, or behind the door hanger, I should say, that is there. And then we move to the next section. In the main part of the cabin, there is one little kind of sofa chair that you can sit in to relax. You do also have your bed that has a nightstand on either side with the rooms. There are lights that are right by your bed. Again, just flip on and off. With an older ship, again, they do not have the newer things where they have USB plugs built in. There's not actually a whole lot of plugs in here at all that I'm seeing. You do have a storage space if you want to put books or hang something or store something in a little area above your bed. There are mirrors everywhere. And then when you come over to your desk area, you do have charging stations in here. As you can see, you do have the different 120 and looks like 240 volt, or no, just 120 volt that is in here for you to go ahead and charge. You've got storage, more storage, and then again, this is where you're going to find your safe. This is a very small safe. It's not going to fit any size laptop or larger iPad. It will fit a smaller iPad as well as your passports and some jewelry. There's not a ton available here though. So go ahead, like any safe, you're going to input your 4-digit code, press the pound button, that will lock it. Then to unlock it, you're going to do the same exact 4-digit code, so make sure you choose one you remember and press the pound button again. If you forget it, obviously you know you can always call and they will come unlock it manually for you. There is again another storage space above and above again, so it gives you a little bit of more storage for your cabin. And then this is kind of your getting ready area. When you first get on, you will have your information that is here for you. If you're a returning guest and get special goodies or welcome packets, they are here. You do have your phone if you need to reach another cabin, stateroom, or if you are trying to reach dining reservations, spa, etc. There is more charging. This one is your 230 volt as well as a light. And then again on this side, we have more charging. That is the 120 volts. So depending upon where you're coming from, whether it is European standard or American standard, you will be able to use your initial plugs. Behind here, this mirror, again, has some storage space that you can use. Quickly closes up again. And then here, you have the same thing on the other side where you can go ahead and get additional items stored. If you need to adjust the temperature in your room, note that this is all Celsius, so make sure you understand where your Celsius is, but you can adjust the temperature here as well. There is also a full mirror that is next to kind of the bathroom area. And then of course, as in every cabin, you have your television that you can watch your TV while you're here. Below, you've got a little bit of power on and off. It's not really clear what that power switch does, but there is a power switch there. And then we head to the bathroom. As with pretty much every cabin I've ever been on, the bathroom light is on the outside. Make sure you bring your little battery operated candles that you can use so that when someone goes into the bathroom in the middle of the night, it does not wake you up with the light. Again, there are towel hooks that are above the back of the door. Fairly small bathroom, but that's pretty standard on a cruise ship. You've got your commode, towels that are hung up for everyone. as well as some more storage. You've got shelves that you can store here, as well as below there is a drawer. And there is also a little cabinet where you can stick something. You do have your trash can below, and then there's another bin if there's other items that you need to put in there. The toilet paper note is underneath the sink. Fortunately, it's fairly easy to see from the commode. Then also within here, you have your sink, and then a full-size mirror, and then a second mirror on the other side that you can visualize what's going on. Interestingly, I do not see any plugs in here that would allow you to plug in, say for example, a razor or other items that you might need. Oh, I take it back. The plugs are up here, and this one is 120 volt and a 240 volt, so you have your choice. You just need to flip it open, and then you can go ahead and use that. And I said 240, I really meant 230, but you simply flip this down and you can plug items in. Of course, you also have your shower. You have a removable shower head, so you can use what you want. Note that there is hair and body wash, so there is no conditioner available in an interior cabin. If you need to have something that is a little bit more delicate on your hair, make sure that you are bringing your own. The scent on this one is vetiver, coconut, and sandalwood. Depends on what you like. And then, as usual, you have your ability to turn it on and adjust the temperature, a little space to store your items, and of course, you have your drying rack that you can simply take this and attach this to the other side of the wall to hang up any wet items. That said, I would recommend that you purchase and bring your own hanging racks because it's a little bit easier that way. And if you have 4 people, certain rooms allow you to sleep 4 in an interior cabin. That's when you have these lovely bunk beds that will slide down at night. As you can see, they have ladders that you can climb up there. One thing I will tell you to note is if you're on a lower side, be careful when you sit up at night because you can easily hit your head on the bunks. These do then during the day fold up. You can kind of see the one on the right kind of folds towards the wall, and then the part that is against the wall right now folds up into the ceiling so that it looks the way it did earlier in this video, and you don't have extra room that you are losing during the day. These will only be down at nighttime. Also, that shelf that is halfway up the mirror, that is a perfect place for you to store items for those who are sleeping on the upper bunks. And then with the lights that are in the lower bunks, there are also, again, lights available in the upper bunk so that you can have little lights and night lights for each person who is sleeping there. Any questions? Make sure you leave me a comment below.